Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Testing. Um, testing. Okay, let's see here. Testing. Yeah, testing. Test mic. Mic test. Mic test. Mama mic test. Yeah, it's I think it's working. Okay, so guys, welcome back. Yeah, we're back in Second Life, and we're going to do some virtual fishing. You can see here in on my screen, I have like, how much is that? 6.3 Linden dollars. Going to cash it out. So the thing with the thing with virtual fishing is that cashing out is very easy. All you have to do is right click on this thing here. I think that is a floater, and then click on withdraw. See withdraw here. Just click on that. Wait a few seconds and you'll get your $6 Linden dollars. Okay, I have 24 small worms. Okay, yeah, I forgot. So I need to buy some bait. Let me look around and see if there is a bait vendor. I don't see a bait vendor. Why? Wait. I have like some kind of worms here. Okay, look at that. So look here, I have like 3 kind of worms. Yeah, I don't need to go anywhere. See, there it is. Virtual fishing kind of worms. That will give me 100 worms. I just need to click on it or touch it. So if you look at my HUD right now, I have 324 worms. So let's start fishing. Okay, so once you have your virtual fishing HUD equipped and your virtual fishing rod equipped, just click on the hook right here to start casting. So again, it may not look like it, but I'm virtual fishing right now. Okay, there you go. See, look here. I caught a fish. You have caught a bonito. That is the name of the fish. Again, there is no fish. The bonito is basically just, something displayed on screen. What's important is the amount of Linden dollars of the bonito, or what it's worth. So it's zero point 0.3 Linden dollars. Again, it's RNG. Sometimes you'll get a whole Linden dollars, but most of the time, unless of course there is a multiplier event, you'll get a fraction of a Linden dollar. Earning Linden dollars this way is very easy, but the problem is it's also very slow, and it's also somewhat slow. I guess it's not very exciting. Okay. There is a couple of extend events, but I'm not going to go there. The last time I was there, I was like ejected, and then I think it's more like a power trip of the landowner, because while I was like monitoring the group chat, the virtual fishing group chat, it seems that the landowner that does the extend, the everyday extend, doesn't like other landowners fishing on on their land or on their buoy. Again, it's more of a power trip. It doesn't really matter. I could I could fish on the next one, a normal rate one, and uh, have a better peace of mind than fishing in an extend with a landowner that is basically just power tripping. So doing this virtual fishing, this is really recommended to new players, those who are starting out. I still do it. I've been doing this for like over a decade now, and it's a good way of getting a few Linden dollars to get you started. Maybe you want to buy an outfit that is worth one Linden dollar. The outfit is very cheap, but if you don't have the Linden dollar, if you don't have that one Linden dollar, you won't be able to afford the outfit. And there are a lot of things, nice things, good things, awesome things in Second Life that are worth or valued at one Linden dollar. You could buy a lot of very nice things with one Linden dollar. So if you're watching this and you're wondering what is happening here, well, what's happening is my avatar that is displayed on screen. Um, earning Linden Dollars by fishing. And the fishing game is called Virtual Fishing. So my avatar is Virtual Fishing with Virtual Fishing. It's kind of redundant. It's the same with Mesh Body. The name of the brand is Mesh Body, and the product they're selling is Mesh Body. So it's the same with Virtual Fishing. The name of the game is Virtual Fishing, and what are you doing in Virtual Fishing? You are virtual fishing. And when I'm not virtual fishing, you'll find me, what am I doing? You'll find me at my place, either building a fish tank or I'm at an auction trying my luck. Not to win the auction, but, win a few Linden Dollars from the fishbowl. And there are auctions that are very generous with the fishbowl. And honestly, I don't really see a problem with landowners virtual fishing to earn Linden Dollars so they could fund their own virtual fishing buoys. I don't really see a problem with that. It's at the end of the day, those winning are the creator and the fishers. Well, the landowners are also winning because these are traffic generating games. It generate them land traffic, unless of course you don't really care about land traffic. Look at that. Someone is trying to give away her Armaretto horses. That is a breedable pet in Second Life. You could make money with breedable pets. You can breed them. Of course, it also requires money. You'll have to feed the pet and take care of the pet, and then you could sell them once they're ready for selling. By the way, the place is Earthly Paradise. That is the name of this place. And the place looks good. Yeah, even with my low graphic settings. Okay, there you go. I applied an environment setting. I like the foggy setting. The fog kind of hides the not so nice things. Ooh, someone visited my place. Look at that. It's right there. My place do get a few visitors now and then. They would usually look around and then would leave. I don't mind. Actually, I want them to stay longer if they can, add to the land traffic. So if an avatar arrives at your place and only stays for a minute, it doesn't count with your land traffic. They need to stay at least 5 minutes or more for it to count. So you could have like a million avatars visiting every day, but if they don't stay at least 5 minutes on your land, yeah, uh, they they didn't count in your land traffic. So the visitor is checking out the Welcome to Second Life panel. So I have like a panel at my place, and the panel or the panels, they have like information about Second Life, getting started, places, what to do, uh, pretty basic information for anyone starting out in Second Life. Actually, I need to update the recommended locations because I haven't really updated that. But still, I think the information there is, it's not very comprehensive, but it'll give them like a brief or an idea of what they can do or what Second Life is. This is not a game. Second Life is not a game. There are games in Second Life, but Second Life itself is not a game. So if you look at my avatar's outfit, and even my avatar's name, look at that. My avatar's name is Captain America, and I have the Captain America shield. The color scheme is based on Captain America, red, white, and blue. And my fishing rod is part of the outfit. See that? And guess what? I could get banned, or Celestial Butterfly might ban my account because of the fishing rod. Because the fishing rod is part of my outfit, I go everywhere in Second Life with my Captain America fishing rod or my Captain America shield fishing rod. I'm always carrying it, whether I'm building, when I'm hunting butterflies or fishing. I even have like product screenshots where I'm carrying the fishing rod because I forgot to take them off, and it looks like the people running Celestial Butterfly are offended whenever they see a fishing rod or a user with a fishing rod on Celestial Butterfly HQ. They are offended because, oh, they feel disrespected because, it's a Celestial Butterfly. It's a butterfly hunting game, and they're very strict about, you know, they're very strict about that. They don't want to see a fishing rod in their butterfly game when you are in the HQ. So of course, fanboys or the diehard fans of Celestial Butterfly would say, just take off the just take off the fishing rod. Taking off the fishing rod is not hard. What's hard is remembering to take off the fishing rod. Again, the reason for that is because it's basically part of the outfit. The actual fishing rod is invisible. So right now, I'm fishing with virtual fishing. Obviously, I'm carrying a virtual fishing rod, but you don't see the virtual fishing rod. I'm also wearing an XS fishing rod. I'm actually wearing uh, four fishing rods. The Captain America fishing rod that is displayed, the XS fishing rod, which is invisible, the Seven Seas fishing rod, which is also invisible, and the virtual fishing rod, which is also invisible. I usually don't take off the Captain America fishing rod because, again, it's part of the outfit, and I don't really need to. What I would take off is the invisible fishing rods that are not shown because they are scripted, and if I want to minimize or limit the scripts my avatar is running, I would take them off. The Captain America fishing rod is just a decoration. It's a hand prop. It's not scripted. It's just there as part of the outfit. So yeah, taking off the fishing rod is not very hard. Remembering to take off the fishing rod, that is the part that is hard because I tend to forget that I'm carrying a fishing rod. And I was surprised that the people running Celestial Butterfly are, or they feel offended or disrespected by that. And the warning group notice, I felt like it was like directly or not directly but indirectly directed towards me because I've never seen anyone else carrying a fishing rod in Celestial Butterfly HQ. But then again, I don't stay an entire day in Celestial Butterfly HQ. I just go there for the X3 and then move to a different location. And there are even days when I'm not doing Celestial Butterfly because, uh, again, you get more Linden Dollars by going through the different auctions and just joining the Sploder or the Fishbowl. So basically, their reasoning is that it's a butterfly hunting game. So fishing rods are not allowed. But what about my shield? Are they going to ban shields as well? Because it's not it's a butterfly hunting game and not a Marvel or superhero MMO RP server or location. And I don't even RP, I don't roleplay. Uh, Role playing takes a lot of work. I'm just a big fan of Captain America. That is why my outfit is like based on Captain America. Even my display name is Captain America. So, what else they could ban? Maybe they'll ban like wearing cowboy hats because it's not a cowboy sim. Anyway, it's just weird. But then again, there's really nothing you can do because in Second Life, in Second Life, the landowner has the last say, unless of course they're breaking the community guidelines and the actual rules of Linden Lab. But if they're not, landowners are has all the power. The game creators, the creators, the landowners, they all have the power. Second Life may be a social game, but everything else is not socialized. Landowners are basically dictators. What they dictate, you must follow, or you could get the hell off their land. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not I'm not like prone to it because even though I'm just renting land and I don't really own the land, but it's under my name, I do have rules on my land as well. But my rules are not, I guess you can say, directed at something or someone. It's a more generalized rule. It's more like just don't be a dick, basically. Don't be a dick and or don't be a douche. And you won't have any problems. In fact, I was like working on my land, and someone just appeared next to me. Since they didn't do anything, they were just standing there. Maybe they were just watching me build. And I don't even build anything complex or you know amazing. Most of what I build now in Second Life are, I call them simple things because compared to mesh and other 3D objects, yeah, what I create are very simple objects. I did say hello to the other avatar that appeared next to me, but they didn't say anything, so I just let them be. There was no point in ejecting someone who's not really doing anything wrong. Although I didn't know how he got there because there was no teleport. The only reason I could get there to where I'm working or building is because that's where I set my home location. So since it's my home location, to get there, I just go back home, and I'm there. But he was there too. He was able to get there. There are a lot of secrets or Second Life secrets that I'm not familiar with. So maybe in the future, I'll find myself banned from Celestial Butterfly. Again, not because I said anything bad, not because I did anything bad. Most probably it's because I forgot to remove my fishing rod. There's a big chance. Because it's right there in the warning. It was mentioned in the warning that they will eject anyone without warning or question. So, yeah, and then if it happens again, maybe I'm not sure how many times, but they did threaten to ban the account itself from the game. Imagine your account getting banned from Celestial Butterfly just for forgetting to take off your fishing rod. Not because you hacked the game or you did anything bad in the game. You got banned because you forgot to take off your fishing rod. I know it sounds ridiculous because it is ridiculous. But then again, that's in the that's how Celestial Battle has been designed. It's very punishing. People don't see it, but it's actually very punishing. For example, I'm virtual fishing right now, and I haven't encountered the anti-AFK or anti-bot dialogue yet. But with with Celestial Butterfly, every time you hunt, every time you click on the hunt button, the anti-AFK and anti-bot dialogue appears every time. So, but since those playing or using Celestial Butterfly used to it, no one really complains about it. And of course, if you complain about it, they won't be a big fan of you. Yeah. Again, as I've said, in Second Life, as long as you're not breaking the community guidelines and the explicit rules and TOS of Linden Lab, you are pretty much able to do anything you want. If you have a game, maybe you have a game as popular as Celestial Butterfly, you can practically ban anyone, take their money, and no one could complain. And if someone complains, then just ban them again. There are no, when it comes to interactions or engagement with users, there are no actual rules, except maybe for those again. If you're not breaking the community guidelines or anything else, you won't have any problems. When I say there are no actual rules. Uh, you might, like, for example, you might be chatting with someone and you say a something that is not offensive to you, but they found it offensive. Yeah, you that could cause conflict or friction, and you don't even know what happened. Someone just got offended or felt disrespected. Again, for a social game, Second Life is like not very socialized, and it's better to not say anything or talk to anyone than try to talk to anyone or say something in local chat only to get only to offend someone, or someone might feel disrespected by your action or what you're wearing, or what you said. There's a lot of things that that other people or other avatars might find offensive, that you yourself don't even think was offensive or disrespectful. So when other avatars say hi, I do say hi back, and then but if they stop like messaging or they stop with their conversation or communication, I don't do any follow-ups. I don't pester. Maybe they just, don't want to talk to me anymore. And that is fine. I'm not really a big chatter as well. Even now, I don't have my well, the comments are open, but I don't see any comments because I don't have the windows or the chat windows opened. I actually closed my web browser because it's using a lot of RAM, and since I don't have a dedicated GPU and I'm using an iGPU, a big chunk of the system RAM is already being used by the Second Life viewer. So having other apps opened will just eat away the remaining RAM. There was like a time where I was like in Second Life. I think I was in. I was getting started, or I was. There was a fishing contest, an access fishing contest. It hasn't started, and then the viewer just crashed, and there was a message saying something about memory. It seemed that I ran out of memory, and because of that, the viewer crashed. And it was because of the web browser. There were like a ton of. I forgot to close the tabs. I had a few tabs open, and some of the tabs were like using 1 GB of RAM. YouTube is a big culprit of that. If you're watching a video in YouTube and you have that tab open for like hours, yeah, that tab is using gigabytes of RAM. You need to close it down, close the tab and open YouTube again so it could refresh the RAM usage or the amount of RAM used. And speaking of punishing, with for example with virtual fishing, if the anti-AFK anti-bot dialogue appears and you click on the wrong answer, it's fine. You can just try again. With celestial butterfly, if you accidentally click on the wrong button, it's fine for the first 5 times. Do it, or if it happens again, you're banned for a week. Again, no one is complaining because like maybe they have gotten used to it. But compared to the other systems that have the same mechanic or game mechanic, Celestial Butterfly is very punishing. So I did get paid by an avatar. Let's see here. Yeah, it's in the transaction. Someone paid 50 and I got 10, and then the creator of Virtual Fishing got 40. So my guess is someone uh, bought worms or bait from my virtual fishing bait vendor. So see, this is the virtual fishing anti-bot, anti-AFK dialogue window. So there is no question actually. They'll just tell you to click a number from 1 to 6. So it's telling me to click 6. So if you accidentally, maybe you know, your system lagged and you accidentally click on a different number, it's fine. You can just try again. It's not a big deal. Also, virtual fishing doesn't collect your IP address. The other systems, they do collect your IP address. That is the reason why they know if you have more than one account. Although with Celestial Butterfly, they do allow 2 accounts per IP. But the problem with IP is that there's a lot of dynamic IPs out there. Even my internet connection, it uses dynamic IP. I don't know how often the IP changes, but it's not permanent. It's dynamic. So if the IP cycled and then the IP assigned to me was like being used also by a Celestial Butterfly user, and they already have like 2 accounts in that IP address, yeah, I could get banned. My account can be could get banned that way as well. Although the chance of that happening is quite slim, but the chance is there. That's the problem. The chance is there. It's better than not having the chance. Yeah, but the chance is there. That is the only way they know how or who are using multiple accounts by, you know, collecting your IP addresses. Some people would argue that an IP address is not part of your uh, uh, you know, identity online, but I would counter argue to that because it is part of your identity online. If the IP address could if the IP address can be used to know who you are, then it's part of your identity online. The MAC address, that's not really a problem because that is not sent to the internet, your MAC address. That is why anti-cheat programs, when you're playing like PUBG or any other competitive games, um, they have like anti-cheat programs that reside or root themselves, something like that, or install themselves in the kernel, something, you know, deep within your system. Yeah, because then they're not just preventing the use of cheats, they're also tracking and identifying who you are. They have like more detailed information about your computer. But with systems where in the Second Life, where you just, you know, click a link to verify your account, your MAC address is not sent. Your MAC address is sent, but your router takes it off. It's basically replaced by your router. At least that is how I understand it. I could be wrong. The one thing that is sent though is your IP address. So yeah, whenever you open a web browser, the web server, that is like basic info about you. Your web browser, your computer, your IP address, your operating system. Those are sent. But with just your web browser and operating system version, those are not enough to identify you. But with an IP address, because a lot of people uses the same what do you call this, the same web browser and the same operating system, unless there is ways to distinguish each and every operating system per user. But I don't think there is, unless of course you're also sending your serial number. But I don't think that is sent to the internet, your operating system's serial number. So yeah, an IP address can be used to identify you. So if it can be used to identify you, then it's part of your online identity. And online, there are like privacy concerns regarding online identities. Oh, there is an X2 in Los Outlaws. Should I go there? I'm just going to finish up here, and then yeah, maybe I could go. The problem with going to the X2 event is that it's going to get laggy, and then the viewer will, even though I'm not showing other avatars on my viewer, they will still use RAM because they're still there. You just don't see them. The avatars, even though you don't see them, are still sending information to your viewer. I guess you can say the only thing that doesn't get sent is the textures the other avatars are wearing. So if you're looking for a better way of earning Linden dollars, try excess fishing, because every month locations there are locations that releases or release custom fish, and if you could get there and catch the first few fish, you could sell them for like 800 to 1,000 Linden dollars, because there's a lot of fishers out there, excess fishers or excess those who breeds fish. There's a lot of them that don't really or don't really want to join the crowd, or or avoids crowded places. They're not a fan of crowded places, so they'd rather buy the custom fish than go to where they could catch the custom fish. I guess it's more of a comfort and convenience thing. But if you could go there early and catch the first few fish, yeah, you'll profit. Even after a lot of the fish are caught, you can still profit because you can still sell them at of course, a much lower price, maybe 80 to 100. So yeah, this is the exciting world of virtual fishing, where you hold a fishing rod and you click on the cast button and you wait for a catch, or you wait for the Linden Dollars to appear in your local chat. Let's see here, 20 seconds. Okay, so every cast is 60 seconds. In Celestial Butterfly, if you are just starting out, your cast or your hunt timer is 75 seconds. Uh, that is reduced when you hit certain level up or level requirements. Virtual fishing is very basic. It's very easy, very simple. It's not very complex, and you can cash out anytime you like. If you have like 10,000 Linden dollars in your virtual fishing HUD, yeah, you could, you know, cash it all out in one go. Just click on the withdraw button. With Celestial Butterfly, it depends on your current cap. So if you're new, your cap is like 50, and then it goes up as you again hit level requirements. But overall, the game mechanic is the same. You have a net, and then you hunt butterflies. In virtual fishing, you have a fishing rod, and then you fish. You don't even have to go anywhere. You just stand there and click on the cast and hunt button. The differences are in the details. When it happens, when I when my account gets banned from Social Butterfly, I'm obviously going to write a blog post about it, and maybe even create a brief video about it. Because it's highly, the reason why I'm saying it, because it's highly possible. Because my fishing rod is part of the outfit, and taking it off is not that hard. As I've said earlier, what's hard is remembering to take it off, because it's part of the outfit. There are times when I wouldn't even think of like removing it, because it's just common sense not to, because it's part of the outfit. Okay, so there it goes. As there, it seems you have caught all the fishes here. Please find a new location. Yeah. Okay, so guys, that's it for this one. Let's take a look around at Earthly Paradise. So this is the pool where the HUD is. Look at that. Looks really nice. They have like a unicorn over there. Uh, Here we have the platform here with a few chairs and a lounge. Okay, I'm not going to totally explore it. I'm just going to look around from where I am. There's a whatever that is. I think yeah they have. I'm not sure if that is. Oh, it's an Animesh, so it's not an avatar. I was like, oh, someone's there dancing and DJing. So they have a couple of Animesh. Maybe they have more. Over there is a bartender, an Animesh bartender. Yeah, not a lot of locations use Animesh because they use a lot of land impact and they cause a lot of lag. Maybe in the future, when the technology becomes better, or when Second Life becomes better. Right now, Second Life is not really that great when it comes to performance and other things, technical. But when it comes better, you won't have to hire avatars to perform tasks because you can just buy an Animesh and let the Animesh do what an avatar uh, or what you'll have to pay for an avatar to do. So guys, thank you for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel, like the video, hype it up. I think that's a new thing in YouTube, hyping videos. If you're watching Rumble, follow the channel there in Cake as well and Trouble. So yeah, see you in the next one. Try virtual fishing. Really easy to do. You'll get a few Linden Dollars. I know it's not the most exciting thing. Well, there's not really a lot of exciting things to do in Second Life, but at least with virtual fishing, you'll get a few Linden Dollars to get you started. Bye bye for now.